Forward. Okay. Right, yeah, it's working. I thought I'd frozen. All right, so welcome back, guys. Thank you for continuing on. I guess, at food. So, again, this is something I'm really passionate about, and I really believe that it's important to eat real food. And I guess it's up to everyone to make their own choices with what they choose to eat. Obviously, I'm not, judgmental or anything like that, but some of the things that I have learnt that have worked for me are a diet based with mostly plant-based foods. So obviously fresh fruits and fresh vegetables, and lots of them. I don't believe in restricting fruits or any of that sort of thing, but that's just what's worked for me. I eat lots of raw nuts, seeds, medjool dates and things like that. So if I want something yum, like, I'm going to eat it. But what I find yum is probably different to a lot of other people. But, I can make now healthy raw treats, raw chocolate, and it's tasty and it's satisfying, and I don't feel like I'm missing out on anything. And that's what I think is really important, is that mindset. If you're trying to release weight, is, I guess, as well, is that you're not depriving yourself of anything, that you are still feeling really satisfied, and that you're loving your body with what you're eating, and you're not like, oh god, this carrot thing, whatever you're putting in, you want to be loving it and be like really enjoying it and grateful to have it in your body as well. I do love the taste of vegetables, and since going vegetarian, I've been vegetarian about 18 months now, so it's not very long. I love the taste of vegetables even more. Like, I can go to the fruit and vegetable shop and just look at all the the fresh stuff and be like, that looks amazing to me. But I know that everyone's not at different points in their journey, but yeah. So just learning to make simple things. Like, I'm a pretty basic, simple kind of person. If I can't make it in kind of like 10 or 15 minutes, it's too hard. I've got 4 kids, so healthy food is, you can make it really quickly and easily and simply. Like, I've reworked quite a few recipes now that are our standards, like a pasta sauce. We do nachos and taco kind of stuff and all that, but it's all modified just with more fruit and more fresh fruits and vegetables, and then I make my own actual sauces and herbs and spices and my oils and things. So it's different, and it does take a little while to learn if you don't know how to do it. I had to learn things. I did a few cooking classes with Sophie Budd from Taste Buds Cooking Studio, who loves oils and stuff too. And I learned, but it was actually, I think it's quite fun, and I enjoy creating and nourishing my family. So that's also another passion for me. But my top tips, I guess, for food, as I was saying, were, eat as much fruit and vegetables as you want, add it in rather than, trying to take too much stuff out. But be real. Things like processed chocolate, chips, anything that has numbers, preservatives, additives, and all that sort of stuff, it's actually not good for you. It is killing you in the long term. It causes disease within the body because it is, it's got no nutritional value, and it is causing your body stress on the inside. And that's, it. You can do lots of fun, nice drinks, I guess, as well. So I love smoothies or juices. They're really nourishing and yum. So again, frozen fruit, or in smoothies like frozen banana and berries and stuff. Just a nice simple smoothie. Some nuts, seeds, goji berries, all that sort of stuff. They're really beautiful, nourishing things you can do and make really yummy foods and drinks. But yeah, I love juice as well. That's the way I'd like to break my fast every day. And I love carrot, apple, beetroot, and lemon. It's Kabbalah juice. That's my favorite. And then I'll also add some things like ginger and turmeric, fresh, and mint or coriander and stuff as well. So I do that for the digestive and the inflammation as well. So turmeric is a very powerful anti-inflammatory thing. Herb, whatever. It's a root thing. So yeah, they, again, like everything I kind of do is for a reason. So apples are good for whole body health. Lemons are detoxifying and cleansing, and good for your liver and your digestion and your kidneys. Beetroot, again, it's really detoxifying and that sort of thing. Again, coriander is very detoxifying for your body. So like I do that with my food, but I also then follow that up and support that with my oils. So again, I've got the water. You can put the lemon in the water. If I'm going to have a soup or some make a salad dressing or something, I can add like things like the cilantro and the ginger and lemongrass and those sorts of things in there. They are, again, detoxifying, good for inflammation, good for digestive support. So we really want your digestive system to be working really well. It's really, really important to have that regular, the regular bowel movement and having that all cleaned out as well. I also did find out that cilantro is a really, really good oil for releasing weight. Apparently it helps to shush it's like an action. I'm doing that like it's like shush the fat out of your body. So I was doing that without really knowing that. But it's in the Zendocrine blend as well, which I like to take at night. So the Zendocrine has a few of those, like the citrusy kind of ones, and the geranium and that for the balancing, and the cilantro for the releasing the weight. So that was really interesting as a side note. Again, just simple things like reducing your portions. Stop snacking all the time. If, I was just reaching for food whenever I think, being in that fight or flight, you're in that, I guess, survival mode. And like with kids, they interrupt your meals. You never get little kids, a hot cup of coffee or whatever. So you're kind of like grabbing whatever you can, wherever you can, and like, eating their leftover toast, or, just not really being mindful about what you're putting in to your body, and really having that good experience. So when I first started, I was still craving sweet things for a little while. So my go-to for my sweet cravings are raw chocolate. And that is so easy to make. 1 cup of cacao powder, 1 cup of coconut oil, and 1 cup of raw honey or maple syrup. And you just mix that together. So obviously your coconut oil needs to be at room temperature, or like so liquid. Mix that together. And then I'd love to add raw nuts and seeds if I want it more nourishing. Like chia seeds are really great to help your digestion again, or just the pepitas and sunflower seeds or goji berries, whatever. It's really up to what you like. But the other good, just side note, nuts are really, really good for your mind and emotions too. And so is cacao. Like almonds and cashews, and that they have really good impact on your brain chemistry, and that to help with your moods. So I flavor them with my oils. So I love the wild orange. Wild orange is really uplifting and balancing to your moods and emotions. So that is a beautiful one in raw chocolate. If you need the digestive kind of support, again, you can do add some ginger, black pepper, lime. The other really yummy one I loved was just getting medjool dates. So the proper moist medjool dates, and opening it up and popping some proper like nut butter. So again, you want to be careful when you're getting things like nut butters that it's just the nut butter. So check your ingredients. There's a lot of hidden sugar, and if you went and got Kraft one or something, it's not really nut butter. So you want a good quality one, or make it yourself. But yeah, like a cashew butter, almond butter, or peanut butter inside a medjool date, it tastes amazing. You know, it's really good and makes you feel good, and it gives you that satisfying thing for those kind of cravings. So that's snacking. I guess the other thing I would reach to instead is my raw nuts and seeds. If I was hungry, have another drink of water. It's just another small habit. You can see, am I really hungry? Have a cup of water, then see. Fruit, vegetable sticks, and something simple like a hummus dip makes a great snack. So again, chickpeas, a clove of garlic, and a pinch of salt, and lemon oil and black pepper oil. Blitz it, job done. Carrot sticks, that's a really quick, healthy snack. And again, it has all those added benefits of the essential oils in it. So yeah, that's some food. So I'm just reading my notes quickly. The other thing that is really important, like I mentioned, is your mindset, and that's a really hard one, and it's a practice. So it's just something that you need to do every day, something little, whether that be affirmations that work for you. I love doing EFT tapping, so I have videos with Brad Yates that I follow along to, and I'll do the little tapping that helps with any energy blocks, and I find it really quite positive. I love all the positive affirmation memes and posts and stuff that we get on Facebook. I find them really inspiring. And meditation is really good. Yoga is really good if you can get into it and keep it regular. I find that helps with actually your physical body as well as losing weight as well. But yeah, I'm not great at yoga without having a teacher, and there's not one here. I don't like online yoga. But yeah, just find something, I guess, again, that you find uplifting for you. So not everyone is the same. You know, it might be music, might be affirmations, meditation, just being out in nature. So you find that happy place. So I love walking around my block. Other people like going to the beach. You know, not one thing is going to work for everyone, but it's sort of knowing the general tools or the ideas that you can go out and then, utilize for yourself. But yes, the aromatic dressing is definitely important for that. So the other oils, I'm just looking. Black pepper is a really, really good one if you find you have an addictive need for something. So whether that is a bad habit that you deem as a bad habit, whether that is the overeating or not exercising or talking to yourself in a negative way, I still catch myself, I might do something wrong. I think, what's wrong with you? You're bloody stupid or something. Like, you've got these patterns and that or ingraining, I guess, that you're raised with, and your self-beliefs in that, and it's very confronting to have to deal with some of them. So sorry, I missed your question. What oil did you mean? What oil was that, Sue? Yeah, so I guess uncovering these different beliefs is part of the process too, and working with the oils that are relevant, or the different tools that are relevant to help you release and heal those kinds of thought patterns and beliefs. Yeah, so one of my favorite oils is bergamot, because it's the oil of self-love and acceptance, and I love to put that all over me, especially a couple of years ago. Obviously I've changed a lot now in the past 2 years. Now I'm doing a webinar, which if you'd have told me I was be talking to people about this 2 years ago, I would have told you you're crazy. But yeah, I'm doing webinars now and going out and meeting people and running classes and that sort of thing. So it is a journey, and we all change and have these different things come up. So tonight I was still absolutely packing myself about doing this. because those, you know, there's self-doubt and everything still comes up, but it's about having those tools to be able to work through it. And I think, you know, one of the biggest things about, you know, is fear, and that is that, you know, feel the fear and just do it anyway. You know, you've got to make change for like change to occur. You know, you've got to make some kind of change. So if anyone has any questions, I can do some questions and go from there. I have actually created a challenge for next month. I'm going to start. It's going to be like a 30-day challenge, which I'd love everyone to join me on. I will post the link details for the event, but basically, yeah, I just will get on and share in depth about all the oils and the different tools and foods and recipes and like exercise stuff, whatever, and everything, because I really feel like it's about addressing the whole you. You know, you can't just make like expect one thing to fix everything. You know, you've got to really look at the whole you and treat or do everything, you know, to help all of you, really. So yeah, I thought that would be fun to try and get people, you know, inspired and motivated to make little changes in their life and go for that. I've got Nadine. What was the oil? So, well, there's a few that help release weight. So you've got cilantro is the fat one that helps release the fat in your body. Smart and Sassy is the one that I used to start, I guess, balancing my metabolism, and it did help me release weight. Lemon is really good because it breaks down the petrochemicals and stuff within your body, all the toxins that are stored in there, so they can be released, and then you know your fat and that can then come out too. And the other one, so grapefruit. Grapefruit and lemon I would add as well onto your Smart and Sassy, because I use them. I didn't really like Smart and Sassy more than just first in the morning, and I like now I'll take it in a capsule, just gone right off the taste of it. So I will put grapefruit and lemon in my water after I've had that in the morning, and I take Zendocrine at night. There are actually some really great systems that doTERRA have. So there's, like I mentioned, the Long Life Vitality system. I think that was a really important part of it. So having that cellular nutrition foundation, getting that inflammation and everything down. Then they had the Mito 2 Max for the extra energy. There is a whole gut cleanse as well. Oh, I didn't even talk about gut health. So again, gut health is really, really important. And I make my own gut health stuff. So like I make sauerkraut, kimchi, kefir, kombucha myself, but you can just get some probiotics and prebiotics. So there is like the GB Assist, PB Assist, GX Assist, PB Assist, and Terrazyme doTERRA products that are really, really great to cleanse and restore your gut health. And there you can do a 30-day program with that too, or you just take the Terrazyme and stuff. Or again, you know, if you want to make your own, make your own. That's my thing. Not for everyone. Or you can even buy kombucha and kimchi and stuff like that. But yeah, your gut health, having that good foundation is really important. Digest Zen can help too, or if you just rub that on your tummy externally, really helps. So would you have lemon and grapefruit together? I do, yeah. I just have a couple of drops of each in I have a litre water bottle and it's glass. So if anyone's new to oils and don't already know, if you are drinking essential oils, which I'd only drink doTERRA ones, they need to be in a glass or stainless steel bottle, so that you're not breaking down the chemicals in the plastics, and you don't want to be drinking that. So glass and stainless. I need more water. Anyone else have any more questions? Thanks. Where's the bottle? Have a look at my oils I got out. No. So I pretty much have talked about all of these quickly. Yeah, so if anyone has any physical kind of discomfort, my go-tos are Ice Blue blend, and I use that topically, obviously, wherever I have the pain. Aroma Touch is a different blend. Again, that's really good for the muscle relaxation and supporting that, and it's got the basil and that in it too, so I really think it sort of supports you with the stress. And lemongrass, I add that to my Ice Blue, and I find that really gives me a bit of extra support there. The one that I do now that wasn't available when I started was Copaiba as well. I really, really love Copaiba, or Copaiba. I have that with my frankincense. So 2 drops under the tongue twice a day is how I take that. So again, that's for like whole body support. And then topically, like the ones for self-love, frankincense, lavender, wild orange, and bergamot. That's a really, really beautiful blend. But again, if you have oils that you prefer or love, then use those. Black pepper, I put that in a lot of my food, and I'll also take that in a capsule if I really need that, with the grapefruit, to get that, again, positive body self-image and breaking any habits or patterns. Because again, like, you know, the oils, they work on that emotional level and also the physical level. Smart and Sassy was the one that I mentioned I started with. Zendocrine is the detoxification blend. So if you do have a lot of toxins and stuff in your body, get that. And the Digesten for the digestive support. Those are set. Oh, okay. That's right, for more food. So I don't do many carbs, like processed stuff. I do spelt or whole grain, like what organic quality, like, you know, the spelt or wholemeal kind of pastas. Would probably only have that once a week. So it's not a lot of food. So I guess I love toast, and I always loved toast. So stopping toast, I pretty much didn't do. I still did all of this without stopping the toast, but I've never bought white bread. If you look on the labels, there's not a lot of nutrition in white bread. So I get a sprouted grain bread or a really good quality sourdough with very little preservatives and numbers and stuff. It just really depends on how your body reacts to it. So I know that I've got some tolerance with it. It doesn't make me sick or whatever. So that, again, I have like a hierarchy, I guess, of principles where I will make better choices. If, you know, I like to live life and still have, like, you know, the 80-20 rule. So you do your best for, like, I guess 80% of the time you're like on point, and 20% of the time you kind of have, you know, your splurges or this or that, you know. So yeah, I love the app Chemical Maze, and I have that on my phone, and when I'm at the shops and I'm not sure, I will look up Chemical Maze app for the ingredients, and like, it has, you know, smiley faces or frowny faces. Basically, it's pretty easy to use, and that will give you a tip on, you know, is that a good product to buy. So I guess I'll get into more detail in my challenge of the actual brands of everything that I use. But yeah, I just look out for stuff with the least amount of preservatives, organic if possible. Organic's not always best. You know, you can have just the labeling on stuff is pretty crazy. You really do need to read what's in products, because it can be organic, but it can still have every nasty chemical additive under the sun that is, you know, gonna do all sorts of things. Brown pasta and brown rice. Yeah, I like brown rice. I'll have that a little bit every now and then. If you don't want to have rice, because rice is still a grain, so if you're going to go grain free, which is better for your health, things like quinoa can be used as a nice substitute, and cauliflower you can make into cauliflower rice. That's really, really yum. And zucchini, you can make get a spiralizer and make zoodles. My kids actually like the zoodles. If they see the green bit and they're like, why is it green? Then just peel the outside skin off and then make it, and then it still looks white. Yeah. So I hope that answers that question. It's really finding what's right for you. So again, I generally, grains are really quite a low percentage of our diet, but if we want to have pasta and we want to have pasta, then we'll have a spelt pasta. You know, it's just making those decisions. So I don't really do dairy. That's another really big one. Dairy is a pretty big source of internal inflammation, which again, just once you've got that internal inflammation, you're like, your body just holds on to everything and it doesn't process properly. So I prefer fresh made, homemade nut milks, but that's not always practical. So, you know, you can buy them in the shop. The fresher ones are better, but again, check, some of the major brand ones have tons of nasty chemicals and sweeteners in them. So yeah, get Chemical Maize out and check. What do I like? I do like soy milk if it's from a non-GMO soy. I believe that that's actually okay. Some people don't like soy, so that's your choice. I'm quite happy to have a good quality organic tofu with the non-GMO, from a non-GMO source, but again, I don't eat it every day. And so coffee, if you can get like a really good quality fresh coffee from the bean and grind it yourself and that, do it. But the one, like your instant coffees and that, don't even always have real coffee in it. So that's quite eye-opening. I didn't realize that, but they're kind of altered. It's not really coffee. So that kind of caffeine and that can be, again, dangerous. Sugars, I use raw honey, maple syrup, but the proper pure maple syrup, or rapadura, or coconut sugar. They are, or medjool dates. And I just changed everything like that when I was introducing things, and my kids just had to get used to it. And they don't notice a difference anymore. So like, I will make my own pasta sauce, tomato sauce, mayonnaise, all that kind of stuff. I do make myself because of all the additives and everything in it, and they like it now. So, you know, I think sometimes you just need to make the changes and do it, and they just will catch up or go hungry, but they'll only go hungry for a day. Kids will always eat, I think. So that's, yeah, grains. If you're going nuts and seeds, make sure they are raw, not like roasted and salted and stuff. I get a lot of my stuff from Two Brothers Foods online. It's they have it in bulk and it's pretty cheap. There are other places, I think, like a Coolest and some other Sisters or something. And any of your bulk kind of, there was something pantry somewhere in Perth. I can't remember, but yeah, you have any question, we try and find someone somewhere local. That's just who I use. Does anyone else have any questions? Oh, I just want to say quickly, you don't need to have organic fruit and vegetables. My hierarchy principles on that are, you know, from farmer or like local in-season produce is better. Like organic is great, but you want to be getting stuff without your pesticides and herbicides and all that sort of nasty stuff too. But if you can't and you just get whatever's at the fruit and veggie shop, you can wash it with apple cider vinegar and lemon oil, and it removes a lot of the nasty stuff from the outside. So always wash your fruit and vegetables. But yeah, you'll find that the cheapest stuff as well anyway is fresh, local, in-season produce. So you don't always have, you know, worry about organic. Yeah. Anyone else have any questions? No. I think I've probably forgotten heaps, but again, like I said, I could talk for hours and hours and hours about all the different things. I hope you guys have enjoyed everything and that got something that sort of resonates with you out of everything tonight. And I will post the details for my challenge. If you want to join that, that'd be awesome. It's just going to be, yeah, I just want it to be a really fun and inspiring place where people can share their journeys and feel motivated and supported to make some changes in their lives and go from there. We got 5 more minutes before Zoom cuts me out again. If anyone wants any questions. Just post below. Oh, all right, cool. Thanks everyone for watching. Have a great night, and I'll post the links for the replay as well. Have a good one. Bye.